For those of you who follow my videos, there has been a delay in the repair and restoration of the 1952 RCA 17-inch television. It's not that I don't want to get to it, I really do, but you know, when spring and summer hits around this place, I have a lot of yard work to do, and this is just half of it. And I have to get the garden in. As you can see, our potatoes are growing really good all the way. I decided to plant them on the outside edge this year. And the radishes are coming up real good. Got some tomato plants in. Plus, we went on that vacation to Mexico, and I work every day, you know, 8 hours a day. So I am wanting to get to it real quick, and I will. But there are certain things that have to be done first, and the wife would not be very happy if I didn't plant her tomato plants. This over here has not been done yet. I'm not sure what we're going to put in there. We do have a cantaloupe and a zucchini. I don't know what else we'll do with that. We got to put something in there, maybe a bunch of Crowder peas, and they're just beans. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But so far we're doing pretty good. This year I decided to try growing some potatoes in tires also. I've got a third tire to put on that. You just keep filling the dirt up. My father-in-law told me about that years ago before he passed on, and he said, you know, all you got to do is just keep watering it and potatoes will form, and later on when you want to mess with potatoes, all you do is go out there and shuck off a tire and take your potatoes. You know, shuck them off as you go. Alright, so I'll give it a try. I collected 6 tires over the winter from guys that, you know, didn't want them. You know, I said, you guys got any tires you don't want? Oh yeah, man, you can have them, you know. So it's easy to get tires. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. I just wanted to give you a quick update. We'll get to that television as soon as possible, believe me. One more thing I meant to cover and I didn't do it. Last year when I put in my garden and I uploaded the whole thing, someone asked me toward the end of the year what these white pipes were by the tomatoes. Well, they're just 4-inch PVC pipe, about a foot in length. I just went down to Lowe's and picked up some cheap pipe. It's pretty thin walled, you know, it's not good for much else. And when it comes time, you know, you stick your tomato plant roots down in the hole and put your fertilizer in, whatever you're going to do, cover it all up. At the same time you put the plant in, you stick a pipe in. So the bottom of the pipe is where the roots are. And I'll tell you what, in Arkansas, water is essential on a garden. The temperature gets so bad in the summertime, it gets so hot. These plants will dry up and blow away in no time. So the only way to combat that is to go, and you can also throw a little bit of fertilizer down there, and it fertilizes the roots as you water throughout the year. It works really good. And I'm fixing to, I just planted these tomatoes the other day, so I need to kind of water in the roots a little bit more. All you do is just fill it on up there. You can put a Miracle Grow down into that pipe. You know, that liquid Miracle Grow on the end of your sprayer. That's all there is to it. You fill your pipe up a couple of times a week, maybe 3, depending on where you live and how hot it gets, and the plant will stay fresh as a daisy. After you put your pipes in, if you choose to use this method of watering, it saves water for one thing. You just fill the old pipe up. You don't have to put tons of water out there. But once you get that pipe positioned down there at the root ball of the plant, throw dirt down the pipe. Maybe 2-3 inches to where it covers the roots of the plant, because the roots will die if they're exposed to air. So you got to put dirt down those pipes. Now as you water, initially the dirt may go down, pack down a little bit, and get really close to those roots. So you might want to add a little more as needed. But eventually it'll get to the point where it settles down, the roots are all covered, and the roots will be protected. I hope I get some potatoes out of this. One more tire goes on the top. If it doesn't work, you know, I haven't lost anything. The tires were free. Give it a good watering. It'll seep out the bottom. I've seen people drill holes in the tires to let the water out and all that, or just even to stick a hose in there and wet it. But I'm just going to try it this way and see what happens. Once the plant grows up a little higher above the top of the tire, I'll add more dirt and then add the third tire. Red radishes, white radishes.